Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I made these, what I would consider farmhouse style shelves, all by myself. I painted them, I put them up, I designed them exactly how I wanted them to look. You'll notice it's kind of a white distressed to gray, kind of rustic vibe that I was going for. Now keep in mind watching this video, this is the first time I've ever DIY'd pretty much anything. I've never painted anything with chalk paint. I've never distressed anything. This is my first project. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but it turned out really well. So I'm going to show you what I did. It was pretty cheap and a super easy process that you really couldn't screw up. So first things first, I got some gloves just so I wouldn't get anything on my hands. And then I got some Annie Sloan chalk paint. I got the colors Pure White and Paris Gray because I do have a few other projects in mind that I'm going to use with those. I have a hutch I'm going to paint as well as a dresser. I got these super cheap brushes from Home Depot. They were each like 99 cents. Now one's a foam brush and one's a regular brush. Obviously you want to use a better chalk paint brush if you are going for a certain look, but I knew this was going to be really distressed, so I didn't really care. And then I got this Americana Decor wax in clear, and then these brackets to hold up the board, and James actually picked these out. So they were from Home Depot and I believe they were like $7 each. Now for the board, it is a 1x6, so it's 1 inch thick and it goes back, oh, not 6, 1x8, excuse me, and it goes back 8 inches. And then it's one board that I had the guy at Home Depot basically cut in half. So I believe it came out to like 45 inches long each, and it's a really good size for that wall. So that's what I did. I just found a 1x8 and then had them pretty much cut it in half. So first what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be very sloppily painting this white onto the board. I didn't really have a rhyme or reason. I was kind of just going with it, but it turned out well. And the good thing about chalk paint, I feel like you truly can't really mess it up. You just kind of keep going until you find what you like. So I took this sponge and I just put a very thin layer. I did want some of the wood to kind of show through, so that's what I'm doing here. Next, I don't know what this is called. I guess you would say dry brushing the gray on. So basically I'm taking the paintbrush dry, dipping it in the gray, wiping the majority off, and then just kind of brushing it on with no rhyme or reason, just in any which way that I want. It looks kind of crazy right now and not that good looking. And at this point I was kind of like, oh gosh, what am I doing? And I also saw on a few YouTube videos that some people took like a rag, a lint-free rag, and they kind of wiped it to rub it in more. So as you'll see, now I'm going back in and doing the exact same thing with the white. So I kind of just went back and forth, and I would dry brush with the gray and let that dry, and then go back and do the white and just make it how I wanted it. And after doing that a few times, it really turned into this really beautiful, like distressed looking piece of wood. I really like how it turned out. Now obviously this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but we're really happy with it, and it was so simple and easy, and for my first project I was really proud of it. Now this wax was very easy to work with, so I just took a lint-free rag. I just used one of James's old white t-shirts, and I'm just dipping a little in the wax and rubbing it on, and dipping a little more and rubbing it on. Now you can totally use like polypropylene for this, or the Annie Sloan wax. I didn't go with the Annie Sloan wax just because of the price point, so I ended up going with this Americana wax, and it worked really well for me. I didn't have any yellowing. I did a very thin layer. I did a lot of research, and everything said that if you do too thick of a layer, you can get a lot of yellowing with pretty much any wax or top coat. So that's what I'm doing here. Barefoot.
No mistake ever kept me late.
So now it is time for the brackets. This was hands down the hardest part because obviously you want to kind of make it perfect. So I decided that I wanted the brackets to kind of go 8 inches in from each side. So you have to make sure that you measure 8 inches for the back and 8 inches for the front to make sure that everything is perfectly lined up, because the issue with here is if it is even slightly turned, it's not going to lay flat against the wall. And I kind of went back and forth on if I wanted to put it into the wall first or put it into the board first, but we ended up deciding that it made the most sense to put it into the board first and then hang it up on the wall, because that's kind of how you would buy a normal shelf anyways. So as you can see, I am just putting that on, and this was really simple once I finally got the points of where I wanted everything to screw into. As you can see, it was super frustrating. My hand would hit it or something would touch it and it would slightly move, so this was definitely a long process trying to get it in there, but totally worth it. Oh, and please excuse my outfit. This is obviously my painting outfit. I promise I don't wear these pants or this shirt out in public, and definitely not together. Now, if you guys do like these DIY type of videos, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to me, I make a lot of home videos with home decor, cleaning, I do day in the life vlogs, what I eat in a day, cooking, kind of a little bit of everything, and I have a lot of DIYs coming up. I basically just decided one day that I was a DIY queen, and I started buying a bunch of stuff off Facebook Marketplace that I plan on refinishing. But here I'm showing you what the board ended up looking like. So I really like the effect that it gave. At first, when I first painted on the gray, I was like, this is a little crazy, but I think it turned out really pretty and very natural looking. I really like it. So I'm having my husband put the anchors in. We don't have a stud finder, so we just ended up using anchors. So what we're gonna do is we are going to be putting one side into the wall first. So instead of trying to measure both sides and measure from like the ceiling and the side of the wall to make it level, we're doing just one side, and then we're gonna put a level on top and then position the other one accordingly so that the level is, you know, perfectly level and we know that it's totally straight. So you may be able to do this by yourself, but I felt like this part was definitely easier with a little bit of teamwork, just because you kind of need someone to hold up one side and have somebody else do it. But that is what it turned out looking like, and it was so cheap. I mean, the board, for the one board, and I made 2 shelves with one board, I think it was $8. The most expensive thing was the brackets, because they were like $7 each, but it was still so much cheaper than any of the shelves I was looking at on Amazon, especially because the shelves that I was finding at Hobby Lobby and Amazon and everywhere else were only like 30 inches long, and I wanted mine 45 inches long. So this only cost, I want to say, like $20 per shelf. Now, obviously the anti-slime paint is a little bit more expensive, but I plan on using that on future DIYs, like we have a hutch and a dresser. And also, if you can see that kitchen table in the background, I am totally painting that. It is an orange type of wood, and I have plans to paint as well as restain it. So make sure you're subscribed. But as you can see, I am just kind of laying everything out and playing around and changing up all the decor. Most of this decor is from Marshall's or Home Goods. But yeah, I'm really happy with how everything turned out, and I think it was just really special because me and James made it together, and I got to make the shelves exactly how I wanted them. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you are subscribed for future videos. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you decide to make your own shelves, definitely post a picture on Instagram and tag me at lauren.midgley, because I would love to see it. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.
I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold